As Mash had defeated Maja Lupus, Lang's all coins went to Adler. But the rumor about Mash having no magic ability was spreading quickly. But Finn and Lance took care of the rumor. Lemon and Dot also came to cover up. Seeing Dot all injured, everyone was worried. Later that day in Adler dorm room 302, there was a party of Mash defeating Langs and gaining their coins. Finn suddenly saw Lang's students sitting in front of them, which made him worried, but they were also here to enjoy with them and had brought card games to play together. Someone outside watching Mash to gather information about him having no power got scared watching Abel, the leader to Langs. Suddenly an owl entered the room and Mash received a message. Mash was called out an emergency inquiry of him not having magic powers. He was told that it is a crime of not having magic. Their Rio Grants arrived. He was the captain of magic security forces and a divine visionary. He then gave a simple task to Mash to light up the candle with touching it. Mash then intelligently took his wand out and starting rubbing his wand to the ground with made friction, and it was in a lot of speed that the candle got fire because of the heat in the room. He was appreciated on doing that, but then other divine visionaries came: Renatus, Sorora, Caldo, Agito, Safina, and Order. He was told that he should be killed for doing such crime in the school, but then a Magi parasite joined with the Mr. Bless holding the inquiry there and possessed by the creature called in and asked to hand over Mash to them, as he is innocent zero. Everyone was shocked knowing that Mash is not a normal person at all, but Mash then removed the parasite from that person in seconds and it tried to enter his body, but he killed that parasite there and then. Then Order told him to leave, but Mash denied to do so, and then he attacked Mash, but then Rio came in between to help Mash. And then the headmaster, Mr. Wahlberg, came there with Rain. Order told the headmaster there is no need to inquire Mash, he is guilty, but the headmaster told that you should leave him. It's first time that Innocent Zero came for someone and we can capture him with the help of Mash, but Order denied and said we should work according to rules and expel him. Then Mr. Wahlberg bent down his head and requested to them to please leave him. If he is weak, we should give him a chance, and Rain and Mr. Bless also kneeled down to convince Order. So then Order asked him to proof everyone and become the next divine visionary, and then he will be spared. Later that day Mash and his friend went out to have some fun, and it was first time for Mash to go out in public. They all played different games and later went into a wand shop. Finn selected their wands, then it was the time for Mash to select, but he had no powers so no wand came to him. But then he saw a wand buried into ground, so he was told that it is an iron wand, and is so heavy that no one could pick it up, but Mash, surprising everyone, picked it up and kept it with him. Several days had passed. Order was having lunch with an Orca dorm student, Margaret Macaron. He told him about Mash, that he also defeated Abel without magical powers, and he got shocked. Later Mash went to his home before the Divine Visionary's selection starts and also brought his friends together. Seeing them all, his father was a lot happy. But an enemy was coming towards his way, Margaret wanting to know him more. While heading towards Mash, Margaret was stopped by Rain, who said him to leave, he will save Mash from him. Everyone in Mash House was having fun playing board games without knowing the threat waiting for them outside. Margaret and Rain had starting fighting together, Margaret having the upper hand and winning. But then Rain told him that he is gifted in strength, and then he showed his true power to Margaret, and third line appeared on his face after seeing that Margaret. Mash later left his house to eat cream puffins separate, but while walking outside he saw Rain and Margaret battling together. Rain then blasted with full strength and Margaret was forced to leave the ground. Mash then came to Rain and thanked him for helping him. Later, everyone was busy in preparing for Divine Selection Day. Then the day came for the competition. Everyone arrived to the stage, and when Mash arrived, everyone started hooting against him. But his teams helped him in that time. Then the competition started. Everyone was told that they will be sent to a realm there. They will have to collect a balloon, and after destroying the balloon, they will get a key from which they will leave the place, but there will be 3 Dettervent which will try to kill them. Finn, hearing this, got scared as he was always running from fights, and so everyone was sent inside the place. They were all spread away and left all alone. Everyone had started finding the key, and some of them had already running from the monster, and one of them was eliminated after getting hit by the monster. Mash suddenly, while finding the balloon, got into the fight with monster. He then attacked him, but after knowing that he heals himself, started running as it was no use. While running, he suddenly got shrunk and was saved. Then another student came there and said we can try together and complete the task. Then they both together, using every suitable technique, tried to get the balloon, but every time the monster came and stopped them. Then they made the balloon huge with the magic spell, and Mash, with his blowing strength, made the balloon so huge that it popped, and they got the key. On the other hand, Dot had got his key, and while he was leaving, he saw Finn alone hiding, so he helped him also in getting keys. Everyone came out with their keys later. In the end, Carpaccio Luoyan came out. He was a top student, after which Finn was shocked. He then grabbed a glass of water and threw it in front of Mash, but instead Mash made fun of him. Then everyone was divided into 3 colors and were handed over crystal, and to win, every team had to destroy other team crystal. Finn, Dot, and Mash was in one group, but Lance was in another group. Finn was scared that he will be the first one to break the crystal, but Mash and Finn will save him, but instead they both mistakenly broke their crystal as it slipped from their hands. Mash and Dot then told Finn that they will help him protect the crystal, but as they were sent into another stage, they all were scattered all around, which made Finn worried. While they all were wondering, Finn was hiding himself so that he could keep the crystal safe, but suddenly he entered in the room where Carpaccio had battled and defeated someone, and he saw him destroying his crystal. Finn, watching everything, hid himself beside the wall, but he was captured by Carpaccio. Carpaccio told him a week like you should be dead, and so he beat him so hard, but Finn had to win so Mash could be saved by divine visionaries. Finn took every hit from Carpaccio. He even tried to run, but his leg got injured badly. Carpaccio then tried to kill him, but then Mash came running and hit him with all he had. Carpaccio then told him he is a gifted person. He has a wand of healing, and his wand absorbs the hit he gets and reflect to opponent, and the healing statue heals him every time. Mash then tried everything he could do, but still nothing was affecting. Carpaccio hit himself with knife in order to give pain to Mash, but Mash was very strengthened and didn't blink. He then started hitting Carpaccio with all he had, and when he saw his statue has a limit, he increased his speed of punching him, and so the statue started to break down. The statue then turned into evil and made the healing speedier, but this time he also aimed Mash with darts, and it made Mash to run to avoid the darts. Mash then took his iron wand out and started to shape it with his hand and made a tennis racket out of it, and then an iron ball. He then dodged the dart that were being attacked by statue and started shooting the ball with the tennis racket toward the statue. Everyone outside the stage watching it was so much surprised that a boy without magic can do this only by his strength. Mash then destroyed the statue finally and made Carpaccio shocked, and then with a racket he stabbed Carpaccio, and first time he felt pain and couldn't stand on his feet at all. Mash then came to Finn and helped him stand up, and they moved forward.